All right. Oh, there might be a problem here. Nope, we're all new. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We got a little idea for today. Just a second. Okay. So I have... Okay, the goals for today, we're playing the bingo mod. I want to complete as many as possible within today's stream, which will probably be about 3 hours. So we're not going to mess around. We're not going to go for random objectives or whatever. I'm going to find a bingo, I'm going to get it, and I'm going to move on to the next. And in preparation for this, I have pre-created. I've created a bunch of bingo boards in advance, just to balance them a little bit, get rid of any like impossible challenges or really annoying ones. But for the most part, I left them as they were when you're randomized. Honestly, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna find like the one easiest path anyway. But, you know, it doesn't matter if it's like super balanced across the whole thing. But yeah, the character is also randomized, so I can play any of these characters. I already know which ones that I randomized, of course. Once I start this, I should... I'm just going to try to keep going for the rest of the stream. Hopefully I don't run out of boards. I didn't create too many of them. I don't know how many I'll be able to do. We'll see. Yeah, I think I'll just get started. This is happening again. Okay, there we go. So paste. I think this is correct. No, I'm not gonna bother looking at these too much. They're probably correct. And I don't want to spend too much time like trying to plan things out, because it mostly depends on your starting location, of course. It's like we're in Shoreline, maybe. We're right next to garbage wastes. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I can enter shaded pretty quickly. This left row is pretty easy. Diagonal, any diagonal goes through this, which is a lot of points. But this one isn't that bad. It really isn't. Bottom row. Bottom row. I think I'll go ahead and do bottom row. Yeah. Which actually means... Okay, I have a route. It involves going through garbage waste, but it's not that bad. Hey, hello, welcome to the stream. So yeah, the goal for today is I'm gonna get a bingo and we're gonna move on to another one. You know, that we're not gonna see, or hopefully we're not gonna see the. We're gonna see this board for too long. Now that there are like two different approaches that I can see when it comes to trying to complete these bingos quickly. One is, what is the fastest way to do it? Like that is what I'm doing right now. Because what I could do is, I was in Shoreline. I could have just gone straight to Moon to get the pearl, or to give her the neuron, right? That would have been fast to complete. Oh, that guy was angry. That would not have been hard to complete immediately. Just to go for, or that would have been the fastest option to complete immediately. And maybe also collecting pearls. But then I had to backtrack all the way to, like, all the way the other direction, right? So I don't know. I guess the approach is, do I go for the route that can complete all of them the fastest? Or do I go for the route that lets me complete them sooner, right? Because if I was in an actual match, another team would complete the Neuron Challenge faster than I would, right? Because I'm saving it for last. So I think if I can, I will prefer the second option. Or not, I don't know. Nice job there. So I think we're just going to outskirts right now. Not much else that I'm worried about. The scavenger. That's a cyan. It's actually good that I crossed the cyan there. Because stealing with them in this room is really annoying. Here's cyan still, but yeah. And I lose my spears. There's a sign in this room too, that's annoying. Getting a vulture mask would be nice for any bingo, or whenever you're just playing normally. Getting a mask is very convenient. I may try to do that occasionally. I don't know if it's worth it to do now, since I'm not fighting things. I think actually, if I need to fight creatures, I will go out of my way to get a mask for points. Otherwise, it's probably unnecessary. Or it might take too long to like try to fight a vulture. I mean, the cyans are dangerous, and the garbage worms taking your spears makes it even harder to deal with the cyans. And if you get unlucky with a king vulture, you know, you only had to deal with like what, 1 or 2 plans there. That wasn't as bad as it could have been. But just like keep moving consistently. If the cyan is smart, they will jump ahead of you, block your path directly, so that they don't just like keep chasing behind you forever. Maybe they'll do that sometimes. I thought about staying in this shelter, but there's a chance of running into scavengers here. That would kill me. I mean, there we go. I kind of froze. I didn't know what to do there. Like, I could kill the guy. I could try to give him a spear. I could try to hide. I probably should have just gone back in the pipe. There's no karma flowers here. I'm going to... Yeah, just random scavengers, but they're pretty common in that room. So I was kind of expecting to see one there, or the room before. My strategy... This all depends where the farm raised vista is, which I actually don't really know. We'll have to kind of wander around for that one. Sometimes the spear gets stuck on the other side of their body and it's like harder to pick it up. It's quite strange. I'm gonna shelter right here for safety. I know that I'm trying to go fast, but not dying is very fast. Or it's a lot faster than dying. That's the biggest biggest time loss, I think. Although it's kind of weird, because you know your opponents can always get lucky and not die, or just by taking risks, you know. And then you're just behind. You're just making yourself slower. But sometimes you'll realize sometimes that there's games. I've seen this at a few bingo games where the other team or one team or both get stuck dying so many times that they're not making any progress at all. And it's in situations like that where just being careful and sheltering and locking your progress is by far the best thing to do. Because even if you're taking it really slow and trying to like shelter and avoid deaths and such, I'm gonna kill this green for. Actually, there's easier creatures to kill. Do I hold on to it? I think I do. I think I do. I need to pay the scream. Works now. Okay, it looks like it's fine on YouTube, which is actually a relief. It should reconnect on Twitch in a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna carry the Industrial Pearl. Although, no, it's fine. I can pay the toll with that pearl. It doesn't matter. The only one that I need to hold on to is the outskirts one. So those are the two that I'll bring to this region, to the scavenger tool. One of them to get past farm. Also, I need to shelter just for karma. That is the thing. Level 5 karma to get the farm raise. Is there a bingo that would have been faster? I don't think so. This does require some distance travel, but it's like very consistent goals. Like this one could be faster, but I need to find an elite scavenger and I need to steal a scavenger bomb, and like, how hard is that? I think the easiest method would be to find an elite, or find a scavenger with a bomb, when I have good rep, to trade with them. So that it's like technically stealing, but they just don't mind because my rep is high enough. You know. I'm gonna farm karma here. I think it's the fastest way. But then, like, finding a, is the stream back? Oh no, just broken. It's just... looks like it's fine on YouTube? Or is it still broken on YouTube too? Yeah, I hope it reconnects. It's just saying zero bitrate. It's like, oh, we gave up. No more bitrate for you. So this room over here is, I'm a fan of this room because there's a green lizard, like right here. And as hunter, they're quite easy to kill. Because you can very easily stab them once, then stab them once again. Getting 2 stabs is very easy. and then they're basically incapable of doing anything. And they are full food. Okay, I really don't know why it just gave up. Okay. It should be fine on both platforms. I just had to restart OBS. Okay. It looks good. That's so bizarre. Anyway, back to this. Kind of going against my whole like rushing idea. I really wanted to get through this as quickly as possible. This isn't helping. I would normally take the bottom path. Or would I? I think so. Bottom path has a red lizard though. Or actually potentially multiple red lizards for me to deal with. This guy's a pain. But if you're careful with them, only fight them if you can like hit them with a spear and then back away. Also true. Like getting one of these centipedes to follow you down a tunnel like this is a good way to deal with them, because they can only approach you with one end. That way you hit them with a spear, and then you can pick up the spear without them like turning around. Because if you just hit like some random part of their body, when they start moving towards you, it's gonna be hard to pick up that spear again. And you really want to be able to consistently hit them with multiple spears so that they're stunned and actually can't kill you. Because that is the biggest way that they kill you, is by approaching you, but when you're not able to like hit them back, so they aren't stunned, they just kill you. Because they don't get stunned easily. You need to hit them with a good like 4 spears before they can't do anything. Even then, they might still kill you. It's a bit inconsistent. I'm going to try something here. It's quite difficult. Okay, that's the first time I've done that successfully. All punch chains are a bit difficult as like Survivor and Hunter. Plus, the timing of that tunnel changes as you go higher up because the walls start kind of far apart, but then they get closer. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give them the Industrial Pearl. I'm gonna store the Outskirts one. See, that guy is holding a grenade, but how I would like steal that from him without accidentally grabbing another spear or angering them, that's the difficult part. Plus, like, it's very likely that the bomb ends up exploding at some point. If you accidentally throw it, if they throw it, if you hit it with a rock or something. Oh, I just parried that dude. Oh no. Okay, that was like kind of scary. Hello, welcome to the stream. So it looks like in Farm Raise, it's actually, all the Vista points are really close together. So that's actually really good to know. They're quite easy to get. Number 2 most watched. Thank you. I've beaten every campaign. can you parry in this? That wasn't really a parry. It's just that the Karma Lizards, they jump at you, and it's hard for them to change the direction that they're jumping. So if I hit them with a rock, the rock flips them over, and then they jump in the other direction. Hey guys. So it felt like a parry. There's a few things that are also called parries, like these scavengers throw spears at you. You can also throw a spear back at them to deflect the spear. Or with lizards, if a lizard grabs you, if a lizard grabs you, you can hit them with a spear to release yourself. That is also called a parry. But that's like the closest. Those are like the closest things, and those names aren't like official or anything. This kind of has that feeling, so we call it a parry sometimes. So there's no Vista Point here. I don't want slug pups. Sorry, I know people are a big fan of slug pups, but they get in the way and you need to feed them. Is there a vulture here? Yep. I actually really like this part of Farm Raise. If this was all Farm Raise was, I think I would not really mind it that much. It's really the like left half of the region that I don't like. Oh, okay, there's also this thing that Artificer can do, one of the DLC characters, where they can blow themselves up, and it stuns creatures around them, plus it also deflects spears, so that's also called a parry. So we really don't have a consistent definition for it. I kinda like this path through this room. Just go over everything. Hey, Vista Point is right here, so we're actually almost done with this bingo. Probably not under 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes around. I need food, but there's like 20 centipedes in this room. I can't actually eat the small centipedes. I can probably eat a large centipede. Like you. That was a really bad idea. If that counted against the challenge, I'd be disappointed. Yeah, something to do that saves yourself. I guess that's one way to define it. So what we're gonna do is passage. We're gonna go back to garbage. Oh, garbage wastes. Ah, right. I forgot about this. So the shelter that you start in actually is not an option to passage to. Spacebar. So I started in the shoreline shelter, but I wasn't able to passage there. So I need to remember that. I don't know if that's a glitch or if that's like an intended feature, or if there's a way for me to count the shoreline shelter as one that I can passage to. I know that if you enter a shelter, even if you don't sleep there, you can still passage to it. So I'm thinking maybe I should leave the shelter and then enter it again to make it passageable. But now we have to get past garbage waste, so this is actually going to take a bit longer than I thought it would. Die to Leviathan. That one is to dodge the Leviathan, so you want it to try to bite you, but don't die. She gave up. I've seen so many Sand Lizards just give up. Like, most of the time they really do like chase you down, but it's not recently. They haven't been doing that. Or I've been seeing a lot of cases where they don't. Tame a lizard? We'll get to that, maybe. Actually, there's a challenge to tame a caramel lizard, but I'm not doing that one. I'm being very selective about my challenges today. Only picking the fastest options. Because I want to get better at recognizing the kind of bingos that are easy to get at the very beginning of the game, instead of... Because what my strategy normally was in the past was look for a route through the game that gets me the most challenges completed. Like if I go to Chimney or Sky Islands, like there's a lot of challenges I can do in those regions, for example. But maybe those challenges are spread out all across the board and they don't really line up very well, or they aren't so close together on the board. So now I'm saying, what is a route through the game that lets me complete challenges that are all in a row? Like actually get a bingo. That's kind of what I'm doing today, and I might do it in future streams too. You guys, have a pearl. I was worried that they were going to kill me. I should have good rep with them. I've traded like 4 pearls to them total. Did I not see the pearl? You guys. It's right there. If I steal from them, they will get mad, but I want to pick up my pearl so I can actually give it to them. I defended you guys from danger. I already ate food, didn't I? I hate those situations where you give them a pearl but they don't see it, so you haven't actually technically paid for it. Yeah, they do be stupid sometimes. But there's a video that showcases it really well, where there's a scavenger, but they have some debug thing enabled where you can see their line of sight, and the scavenger's just looking up at the sky and they don't even see the Slugcat standing right in front of them. It's like, wow, they really sometimes just miss the ground completely. So I should have the pearl in my stomach. Just want to test that. Yep, that's the outskirts pearl. We're just gonna get across shoreline now. I'm gonna shelter for safety. I think I'll take a risky route through shoreline. Potentially very dangerous, especially without a jetfish, but or maybe I shouldn't do that. So there's the green neuron. I knew that I could just leave it there. That's something that I need to get used to doing more often. Items like pearls or those like key items like neurons that you need to deliver. Not regular neurons, but specifically the green neuron from Hunter. You could just leave them on the ground and they will stay there exactly where, well, not exactly where you left them, usually next to a pipe exit. So you see the green neuron is here by this pipe. So that way you can just like leave it on the ground and pick it up later, instead of having to like go to a shelter, find it, or to save it. I could try something here, but actually I'll give this a go. So I think what you do is you hold the neuron. Yeah, okay. I actually went and learned the hand swap glitch because I really sucked at it for a while because I didn't actually know how to do it. But now I've learned it. It's actually very easy. Fish. So these salamanders being in these tunnels is one of the easiest ways to die in this area. You'll be going through the underwater tunnels and you'll just get blocked off by a salamander. That is also an easy way to die. If that hit me, I would have been sad. There's so many jetfish here. Little underwater path you could take with a jetfish or a bubbleweed. And then this area is like awful because usually the lizards like to camp this pipe right here and it makes it impossible to enter. And see, it even took me a few tries to get that. And if I wanted to dodge the Leviathan, I actually could do that pretty easily. If you have a jetfish, it's like 10 times easier to get that challenge completed. But we're not worried about that. Also, being able to carry a jetfish through these rooms so easily is very nice. Give him a little snack. Oh, he dropped it, dude. There might be a Leviathan. That threat level might just be for the kelp on the other side of the room. Looks like we're safe. Hand-swap glitch actually being super helpful here. That was definitely worth learning. I should have learned it way earlier. I just kind of assumed that I knew how to do it, because it works the few times that I needed it to work. I didn't actually realize I wasn't doing it right. That actually worked. I'm kind of amazed. If they don't patch it, they probably won't. Especially not with vanilla exploits enabled. Actually, I was thinking of giving this pearl to the scavenger, but that's unnecessary. Also, I need food. I should have eaten food earlier, but I had the jetfish. This is the kind of routing thing that I mess up all the time, where I need to do two things at once and I only focus on one of them. Like, I should have eaten food and gone in this direction, but I just forgot about the food part. So now I need to go out of my way to get food again. After delivering the pearl, I could have just sheltered immediately and locked in these challenges. That kind of like subtle routing thing is something that I really need to work on. It's easy to forget to do, or forget everything that you need to do. Also, it's good to know you can deliver pearls to Moon without her being revived. I just happened to bring both the Neuron and a pearl to her, but if you don't have the Neuron, you can still complete the pearl challenges. So that's the entire bottom row completed. I just need to get food and shelter. Luckily, jellyfish actually give you a full food pip as Hunter. I could eat the scavengers, of course, but I don't want to risk that unnecessarily. And I should be friends with them. I do have Chieftain. Or I have like half progress to Chieftain. Yeah, this guy's not aggressive to me. I don't think so. It's moving all the jellyfish. Oh yeah, actually I think the Neurons would have been the best option. Do they give it? No, they only give a quarter food pip for Hunter, right? So never mind. That will take a long time. And there's only 5 Neurons. I should have eaten these jellyfish instead of using the jetfish for like 2 more seconds. So this is under 30 minutes, and it would have been a bit faster if I wasn't like, if the stream didn't die. And also if I passaged correctly. Character-specific challenges? There usually are. I mean, delivering the green neuron is the specific challenge for Hunter. Our next character is Saint. If this crashes on me, okay. There's actually a way to fix this. You have to open the expedition, refresh the character that you're gonna play, and maybe also refresh the previous character. So refresh Saint. Exit. Expedition. Bingo. Okay. Paste, and let's go. So, are we in the leg? Yes, this is a starting location. I can bring the pebble to moon, or the pebble. I can bring the pearl to pebbles pretty quickly. Don't do it, man. Why am I doing? I think that the bingo mod has been one of the more refreshing ways to play the game. It's basically like expeditions, but with a lot more challenge variety and strategy in which challenges that you complete, instead of just here's 5 challenges, complete them all. You know, it's more thing where it's like here's 25 challenges, pick which 5 you want to complete, or go for all of them, which is like a whole journey. Like it's gonna take a lot longer to complete that instead of just 5 challenges. Plus, there's so much more variety. I've already completed the chop challenge. I could go for the top row, but it's kind of annoying. Maybe the middle. Definitely the middle. Outlaw, super easy. Karma flower, I'm already almost done. Lizards. Okay, I think I'll go for middle row. I don't think there's one that's easier than this. I can bring the pebble to, or the, okay. Music, pearl, 2, 5 pebbles. I could do that very easily. Where do you get the bingo mod? It is not accessible to everyone at the moment. I am currently in a tournament where we're a bingo tournament, so I have early access to it technically. Once the tournament is done, or maybe not even that, but somewhat soon the mod will become available. But they're still working on fixing a lot of bugs and adding basic features. So you can see it maybe become available in the next like month or 2. So I think I just go to Chimney. I'd kill what I can find, like spiders and such. Lancer mice, there's tons of lancer mice in this region. If I go to this, I mean, this connects directly to Industrial. That's probably the fastest option. Industrial has karma flowers. I would like to find a spear, though. I might also want a shelter. Well, I mean, the cycle just started. Why are elite scavengers so aggressive? I actually don't know. I don't know how elite scavengers work. Because I'm pretty sure they're very similar to normal scavengers that can jump. And maybe their stats are just higher normally. Yeah, maybe like take a scavenger, give it really high stats, let it jump, and you have an elite. Or maybe it's like a whole different type of creature with like, you know, some things that are like a scavenger but increased artificially. They're just built different. They do count as separate creatures. It's not like a scavenger with high enough stats just becomes an elite. Like they do generate as an elite. Surprisingly few lantern mice, but there's so many in Industrial too. I don't think that would be a hard part. And just to lock in my karma early, I'm going to shelter here. Oh, and they also have like more throwing angles with their spears. pretty sure scavenger or elite scavengers have a minimum 5 karma or 4 karma. Hello, welcome to the stream. Here's the spear that I was looking for. Oh, there's also, I made a challenge to kill 8 creatures. That's funny. Okay, I killed a few of them. I'm not gonna stress about trying to kill every single spider here. I should get more kills from lantern mice. And I think every creature counts equally for outlaw. Saints can throw spears. It's actually just an expedition feature. Since a lot of expedition mode challenges are like kill creatures or get points or whatever, Saint needs to be able to do that. So you can throw spears, but you have like the worst spear throwing skills, like even worse than monk. I think you have monk damage, but like even lower spear velocity. And range, like no range at all, like you can barely throw spears. Maybe like the quarter of the distance of a room, the quarter of the length of a room. Basically, you can throw spears, but you suck at it, and you also can't pop popcorn plants. This point we're in shaded. No left presses. Second karma flower. The most annoying part about the karma flower challenges is that once you eat a karma flower, it's gone. And if you die, you lose your progress on the challenge. But you can't get it back because the karma flower is gone now. So you basically only have one chance to get each karma flower in the game until you like wait for it to respawn, which takes forever. Oh, I stabbed him, but he still got through the pipe. Think you can escape? Actually, I'll let him go. He comes back through the pipe immediately. Shelter. That should be 2 challenges completed. Oh, the popcorn in Saint's campaign is just stronger, regardless of character. I'm pretty sure that this, I guess this is a property with the popcorn for Saint, but I think it's based on your speed of your spears. Because I remember playing a modded character who couldn't pop popcorn, but if I like jumped into a popcorn with a lot of speed and then threw the spear, it would then be able to pop it. But spear or Saint's spear throw is capped at a specific speed. Even if you are like swinging really fast, you can't throw at the spear any faster than normally. Saint. Actually, that was like one of the first mods that I played. It basically gives Saint like combat abilities and like extra bombs. Pretty cool mod. Like very simple change, but pretty impactful. I'm pretty confident that scavengers and noodle flies are the other creatures that eat popcorn. Obviously, scavengers can throw spears, but also noodle flies have their like little charge attack with their needles, and they tend to be in the same areas, like farm raids or sky islands. Wherever you can find noodle flies, you can usually also find a bunch of popcorn. Also, I should have jumped up that. I don't know why I pulled mine. Hello, welcome to the stream. So we're gonna fight some orange lizards. I'm pretty sure I can find them in industrial and chimney. Oh, you're the one who eats the popcorn? Ah, I see, I see. And I didn't, well, I sheltered kind of close to the gate anyway, so I'm not worried about it yet. I think I'll get a karma flower and then shelter. I would like to find an isolated orange lizard. Just one hanging out, you know. Actually, I know what room where I could find it in, which is this one room from here. And I need a little bit of food, but I'm not gonna worry about it. That's a centipede. Hi. You're orange, not the right kind of orange. No, the problem is that, yeah, this guy's just gonna fall into that pit and now there's more orange lizards. Okay. This guy. This guy, though. You can follow me over here. The next orange lizard is coming. He's already here. If I... okay, now they're all gripping up. Whatever. Whatever. Maybe there's a guy up here. Don't be some crazy creature down here. Just the centipede. I'll get the pin next cycle. I like the shelter for Saint because you can just climb up the walls to go back to the top. You don't need to take the long way around. Useless shelter? I don't think it's a useless shelter. It's kind of close to garbage waste, even though there's also a shelter like right over there, but it is kind of in a bad spot. If you want to go to Chimney, this is like really far away. Probably grab, yeah, I should grab my spear again. Actually, there's some oranges. Okay, I know the perfect room for this. Over this way, there's like some oranges in this area, but not that many. I just need to grab them from this room. Yeah, hey guys. Down here. And it's also much easier to pin them here. Now I'm Saint, so... Yo. Okay, never mind. That was pretty easy. One pinned. Let's move on before I die. Sorry about that. Grinding for electric spears. Yeah, it's close to the scavenger treasury. So if you want to like look for a bomb, but there's not a bomb, you can just restart the cycle pretty quickly. Check for another bomb or electric spear. Terrifying Cyan. I would like to get that food there. Actually, if they just wait, I just wait. Nope. I guess I'll be moving on then. No food to shelter immediately. A little bit annoying. I could finish the bingo on this cycle if I find the Vista and pin the second orange. Hi, Vulture. That popcorn is not food. The Slugcat is a weird creature because they're incredibly mobile. They can walk around and jump and climb poles and go through tunnels. They can basically do everything. They control very differently. If you've ever played Safari mode, try to control like a lizard or a scavenger, they control really weird. I'm sure that there's ways that you can make them control better. I'm sure that there's ways that you could design a creature that controls very well, despite the like the the physics and such. That was spooky. I'm really not happy about this route. There's no food. And now these guys are in the way. I could wait for the end of the cycle for the popcorn. I might actually just do that, just wait. Because it's the safest option by far. And I shouldn't get cold if I'm in the shelter room. Get this popcorn, we're just gonna wait on this. If I starve, it doesn't save my progress. I am actually getting colder. Am I getting colder faster than the cycle is ending? Where's there food in this region? There's really not that much. It's all like bat flies and vulture grubs. Yeah, I'm actually getting cold very quickly. Popcorn, you ready? I don't think it's been enough time yet. If I kill these lizards, I can get warp storm them. I just need to rush. Where's their food though? If I go up, there's like some fruit at the very top of the chimney. Kind of far away. No, there's food in this room, I think. Is there? Shoot. No. Is there anything up here? Now I think the popcorn might be close to popping. Okay, I just positioned myself in the worst place. Okay. That was unfortunate. I should find food here. That's what I should have done. And sheltered the moment I entered chimney. This is something that bothers me a little bit when people are talking about creatures in Rain World. They're like assuming that they are the same like rules about animals in the real world apply to not like rules, but like classification, I guess. Like birds are a specific like group. Actually, not very specific, pretty broad, but you know, you can't say like, oh, birds exist in Rain World, therefore dinosaurs also exist. You can't do that. Because they're not really birds, they're just creatures that kind of look like birds. Like vultures are very like deformed. They have a very strange appearance. And Miros birds are like half mechanical. Okay. That's all the food that I needed to get. Oh, you are a wonderful specimen. Unless you fall all the way down there. Now your friend is here, and I'm dead. That was very fast for an orange. That would actually be really cool. I mean, there's already lizards, of course, but a snake that's like really long. Like a centipede, but it isn't a centipede because they're bizarre. Maybe they'd wrap around you, maybe they would just eat you whole. If actually that's unrealistic and kind of disturbing, so I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, that death earlier was kind of awful. Just no food. I didn't want to go to the left or the right of the region because there's a red lizard that way. Like that could have killed me very easily. That's the slowest spear throw you've ever seen in your life. Are you just gonna leave? That is actually like kind of a big brain strategy. Injure them so that they run back to their den, away from the rest of their group. Yeah, and like the plants and animals thing, someone mentioned this a while ago. Like in Rain World, plants and animals aren't really like a very strong, like, there's not a huge difference between them. And that's why like monster kelp, oh wow, okay. I need to remember that they get unstunned so quickly. But like pole plants and monster kelp, they are weird because they move around and they're like carnivorous, and there's obviously carnivorous plants too, but oh wow, this song is so loud. Like carnivorous plants are a real thing, but they don't like move around and like actively try to grab you. Or not very quickly at least. Unless I'm missing something. But in Rain World they're basically the same thing, right? Some things like this, whatever this pink thing in the background is, that's as much of a living creature as or as much an animal as like everything else in the game. It just decides not to move and whatever it does there, you know. And kelp are like, yeah, let's move around and like grab stuff. Guess we can just do that. Dude. Okay, let's try to do this properly. I think I still have enough karma to enter the gates. That's an abomination. That scavenger just vanished. Oh, I don't like you. I can't tell if he's being aggressive or not. You are... Wow, that was a far distance to travel. Yeah, that was quite some distance to travel with a lizard in your mouth. If he turns around in this tunnel... Little... Riding that vulture up a little bit. Oh, and these fruit. I was gonna eat these fruit because it's cyan, but I really should have prioritized them more. Because I forgot that there's like nothing to eat in Chimney. That would have been the easier option for food if I just waited for the lizards to leave. Okay, hello chat again. Sorry, let's kind of focus on the game. Yeah, I think that that's the biggest thing that's interesting about the Watcher is that it's an opportunity for a completely new ecosystem. Because we've seen plenty of lizards and centipedes and spiders and like all the creatures that are in this world. And what about lizards make them the main creature? Why not something else? I don't know what that would be, but it could be anything really. Take place during global ascension. I think that is unrealistic. The Lizipede. I don't think we're going to see... I actually have a feeling that the ancients might be less important for the Watcher. Maybe that's based on nothing. I accidentally pinned the wrong guy. But it still works. This guy's angry now. Now there's a red lizard exactly where I don't want them to be. I'm gonna check since the red lizard is gone. I don't like you. He's very much not gone. You two can fight each other. There's a vista point in this direction that's pretty easy to check, so I'll just head over there real quick. I think that like the whole timeline thing is very centered on pebbles, right? Like most of the developments, whoops, this is the wrong direction. Most of the developments in the timeline like are pebbles entering new states of decay, right? That's what changes. Garbage wastes and pebbles and also like moon. All of that is like pebble centric, If we're moving very far away from pebbles, that's all irrelevance, basically. Oh, nice wall pounce, dude. Although we do get a sense that, like, in the future, there's more iterators that have collapsed. And it's colder. I'm gonna check the vista points again, because I don't want to run right past it. Yeah, it could have been in the room, in that other room. That'd be annoying if that was the case. Let's hope it's in this direction. You're dead. Battle centrism. So yeah, like the time, like the Watcher could take place at the same time as Spearmaster, or at the same time as Monk, and they would kind of be the same. You know, whatever. What the only thing that matters, you know, maybe the timeline. I mean, people have theorized like time travel, time jumping, whatever. I think it's a little bit ridiculous, but it could happen, for sure. And but let's assume for a while that that's not going to happen. Definitely. There's no timeline jumping, and we're just in one state of the world, right? It doesn't really. There's like, whatever we know about the base game is kind of or about Downpour in the base game. It's kind of irrelevant. If we are far away from Pebbles, too, that's also important. I think that in the future makes more sense, though. Because there's the rots, there's echoes. Okay. Fix this because it's kind of broken. And our next character. Oh dear. Okay, this might take a bit longer than the other ones. Gormon. Yeah, maybe we're in a scavenger civilization. That'd be kind of annoying. I think I'm actually, you know, I think the original Rainworld devs said that they wanted to do more with the scavengers or have like a scavenger related slugcat, so you know we could see that happen. But also I feel like the Watcher, or what we know about the Watcher, doesn't really align with that. It's not like scavengers are a big part of their, like what we know about the Watcher has nothing to do with scavengers. Like the one scavenger shows up in the teaser trailer and that's it. Okay, something is broken again. This is the one bug that I want to see fixed the most. Thank you. Pasteboard, let's go. So also, I want to see if I can take advantage of these ones that are already completed. Are we in Outer Expanse? Oh, we're in this shelter. So, what can I do here? Entering Outskirts is pretty easy. Actually, this challenge, this side doesn't look that bad. Or this side. If I can pin one large centipede and do the fly eggs, that's kind of annoying too. You know, there's a lot of Outer Expanse stuff, but I think I don't want to do any of that. This one relies on me not dying, so I'm not too confident about that. I think this one isn't that bad. I can do this one as the last challenge. Get some popcorn plants, get some cauliflowers. That's easy. I just need to grab a hazer at some point. I think I actually go for this. The problem is... No. This one is also easy. If I go in, okay. I'm going to head to outskirts from here, which I actually don't know. This is something that I should learn. It's been about an hour and I've completed 2 bingos, or 3? Hold up. Yeah, 2 bingos so far. This is the 3rd one. I'm going to check the map real quick because I'm not confident with this area. What I want to do is go this way. Okay, basically enter that room and then go whoop and okay. I think this one should be pretty quick. I just need to get to the shoreline, basically. Which is kind of far away, but I can get to outskirts pretty quickly. Because there's a direct connection. Also, I don't think this pearl matters. I'm not going through any gates or any tolls. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. There's a very high chance I run into centipedes down here. Yep, there they are. And especially in... Okay, well, here's another one. Actually, are those mushrooms? Mushrooms equal infinite spore puff. Yeah, I can deal with the centipedes very easily. If I just find some rocks, here's some mushrooms. This is the wrong way. Oh, there's a pull. I didn't see the pull. I thought I was just stuck. Goodness. I need to find a rock, though. They weren't that big. Has it been going? It's been going pretty well. I might actually go out of my way to look for a rock. That's a large centipede right there. Oh, there we go. Not that bad. Just hiding in the water. So I'm doing a little challenge here. Before the stream, I generated like 10 bingo boards. And I am currently racing through them as fast as possible. And we are on the 3rd one. Okay. I'm not dead though. I like seeing like creatures die slow. Well, actually, that's a really terrifying thing to say. I meant to say it's funny that I'm getting points like 10 seconds after I threw the spore puff. Actually, hold up. I'm Gourmand. Yeah, I can just do that. This is like Gourmand tech that I didn't know about until very recently. Which is weird because it's a wall pounce just like you do as Riv, and I just never tried it as Gourmand. Or I did try it and I just didn't realize that it was powerful. Yeah, I can do it again right here. If I am no longer tired. Oh, but that's not. See? It works. You know, Shrub, I looked back at our first game, the first game of the tournament, and it's kind of like painfully obvious. The bingo in the on the diagonal. Like seeing it now, I'm like, wow, that is so obvious. That is just sitting there, like basically asking to be completed, and I did see it. This is, we go down here, right? I mean, I'm saying for myself, you know. Like, I should have seen that bingo way in advance. Chieftain would have been a bigger priority. Or the going to pipe or something. I don't know. Really any other strategy than what I did. That was basically like, oh yeah, here's a route that I can take. It gets me some challenges completed. And the diagonal did not register. I mean, just like reading the board is a skill. Because, you know, a lot of people saw this board at the beginning of the events. They're like, what is this? What does any of this mean? And now I see this and I'm like, oh, there's like, I know what to do here. Well, I mean, I still kind of have to look at it for a while. It's not like easy, but much easier to process. This is the right direction. If I can make it up here. Can I make it up here? That's a weird room. Also, is it like super late in the cycle? Almost. I should have thought about that. But this is a very calm area. Where do you join tournaments? If you join the Rain World, what is it called? Rain World Speedrun Event channel. I think you could find it on speedrun.com for Rain World. That channel announces whenever there's an event going on. And maybe also just in the main Rain World Discord, they might announce it there occasionally. The weight of a Slugcat does not really affect their movement at all. Only in some specific creature interactions. Like, I did this little experiment with Spearmaster and Hunter, where I set them up so that in arena mode, I would have two Slugcats, both being controlled by the same inputs. So if I press left, both would go left. Press right, both would go right. And they would match each other's movements perfectly. Even when like jumping over terrain or when like ragdolling or doing like slide pounces and such, they were perfectly synced up. As long as they were both in the same room or like in the same like copy of the environments, you know. There's some like sandbox arenas where it's there's like two parts of the room that are identical. But yeah, even though their like weight is different, and Spearmaster's different tail, they still move exactly the same way. Same with Artificer. If you do the same experiment with like a Survivor and Hunter, they get desynced pretty quickly. So it's actually kind of looking like I can get this horizontal row. Which is not the one I was planning on getting. But I could also get that. I just really don't want to bother with the scavenger trading challenge. That's like the worst one. But it really isn't that bad. I mean, I'd have to go to Chimney. I also thought of a strategy from watching some other bingo games. What if you got 4 in a row? Let's say that I completed these 2 other challenges, the colored pearls and the jetfish. So this was the last one that I needed for a bingo. And then what if I just ignored this challenge? Just say whatever. Let me go do all these other easy challenges, because the other team is like, oh shoot, we got to get this immediately. You know, there's a chance that both players on the other team will rush for this challenge so that they don't lose. And while they're both focusing on this challenge and just taking a long time, since it's kind of a hard challenge, you can go and get some Karma Flowers and get some Fly Lures, and you know, you can go to all like the easy challenges that are out of the way that they won't be worrying about. And now they will get 1 square, but you will get like 3 or 4. And yeah, you could have just gotten the bingo and won. But if they blocked your path, you would have also wasted your time trying to get this challenge. Sorry, I'm supposed to be going fast right now, but it's just an idea that I thought of. It probably isn't really worth doing. You would probably want 1 person to try to complete the bingo, but then you might go for the easy ones. But also, if you're the other team and you're trying to block the bingo, you probably only want 1 person working on it too, so that in case you do block it, you're not just like both focusing on it, and like you are still making progress on other challenges. So the goal here is mainly, I think, Karma Flower, Popcorn. Of course, I wait like a few seconds too long. He doesn't care though. He's a green lizard. I missed that twice. Hello. I am a speedrunner. Yeah. That does not mean the game is easy for me. In some ways, the game can become easy. If I want to get from one place to another, I can do that pretty fast. Unless I die, which is very likely. Especially if I'm going through regions that I'm not 100% familiar with. If I'm taking a route that I've gone through many times, it's going to be a lot easier. So I think actually as a speedrunner, it's better to do a lot of easy challenges because you can get to them faster, rather than focusing on the hard ones. Because you might end up dying and kind of not really be able to actually go that fast. This might be a kind of stupid strategy, but we need some Fly Lures, so let's just make some. Not you. There we go, there's one. And that's a mushroom. What does this make? Life. That's actually nice, I need food. Let's go gambling. There's another one. And we have a 30% chance. Nope. I don't want to make a bomb. Okay, well, we got 2. I will eat more next cycle. And I can get this as I'm leaving the shelter. Truly great bingo gameplay. There's also like fly lures in outskirts. They would not be that hard to go in kits. But you might as well take advantage of Gourmand. Gourmand should have the ability to vomit a red lizard. 0.001% chance. How about a DLL? I have an idea. This might be stupid. And kind of slow. But there's some food in this room. What? Does this do like half a, like 0.0 damage? What? .25. He was not already dead. See, now he's dead. Oh, did that guy just die instantly? What the heck? That Green Lizard took like way more damage than the other one. Gourmand is your favorite? Rare Gourmand fan? Sorry, I have a bit of history of complaining about everything about Gourmand. I appreciate whenever someone does like Gourmand, so then I know that it's not just a waste of a character. Like, I'm pretty sure that every character has plenty of fans, instead of there being one character where everyone hates it, and it's basically like a missed opportunity, you know, like oh, it could have been another Slugcat that would have actually been good. But no, every character has their fans. Ah, Gourmand gets so little food. That's a mushroom. Do I really want to look at crafting recipes? Oh, I threw the bomb. Right. Okay, I wanted to... Oh, bad flies. Red lizard. Like an actual, normal, good source of food. That's a crazy idea. Oh, wow. Wow! Magnets. I'm surprised they got me. I'm like, oh, I'm standing on top of this block. They shouldn't be able to, Okay. This is, more difficult. Maybe I should just go grab a bat fly. Is it that bad? Or bat lure? I hope you guys are ready for Rain Meadow. If I do a stream, actually, I want to do a stream where I just create a server, or however the system works, and just let people join. Oh, there's literally one right here. A little bit blind sometimes. This would have been easier. Yeah, I just want to see everyone just like go through the game, and we would just do like a regular like Survivor. Like, go visit Moon, go visit Pebbles, you know, just do the normal stuff. but we'd have like a group of like, I don't know, like 10 Slugcats. I don't know how many of you would want to join that, or how many could join before this, like, everything starts breaking. Did I kill you? Actually, that's pretty easy. Nobody eat Moon's neurons. "15 hunters versus 1 speedrunner." Actually, that was kind of a bad idea. Final finale. Oh, everything sucks. So this is maybe a little bit slower. Just doing everything as Gourmand is pretty slow. Because usually for food, you want to be traveling so that you can, you know, enter one room, eat like a few fruit, to the next room, eat some bat flies, you know. You get a lot of food across the whole region, but if in just one spot, you don't really have enough. And eating creatures is very inefficient. So maybe I should have been like crafting fly lures and eating on my way to the shelter there. Wow, you're so funny. Lack of comfort. Can Gourmand do this? Probably not. Yeah. I don't like you. A little bit sad to see the Eat Karma Flower challenge. Well, actually, I guess you need it for Karma Flowers to spawn in at all, because you can also craft stuff with Karma Flowers, some crazy things like neurons or singularity bombs. But you know, if it's for the challenge, you got to eat them first. I should go back for the popcorn. I should have gotten the popcorn, or actually, I'll just go for the popcorn for food. There's... If I go through garbage wastes, I can get a lot of popcorn there, but it's also kind of awful. Is it that bad as a Gourmand? Are there like a lot of slime lizards? That's usually the bad part of garbage waste for the other characters. Too many cyans. But maybe that's not something to worry about. Yeah, I was gonna say there's something here. Oh, aren't you smart? I actually just pushed them off normally. I tried to do a slide there. Yeah, I don't want to deal with you. I think the two If I go through shaded to enter shoreline, oh shoot, I need to grab the hazer too. I don't know why I went down because I'm going the same direction anyway. I guess I'll go this way. Let me grab the hazer. I guess I could craft the hazer. I should have crafted the hazer earlier to be like super optimal. That's a vulture. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's better to go to shaded or garbage. Because I prefer shaded, but there's more popcorn plants in garbage. Thank you. Sometimes they get stuck on this little area here and they never want to leave. Yeah, when are we gonna get the popcorn mimics? You try to pop them and they just eat you. Yeah, I don't think we need any more like mimic type creatures. I mean, I guess it's not a huge deal because with popcorn or with pole plants, you learn where they all are, and then you just never die to them. But maybe they kind of suck for new players because if you get it wrong, you just die. You know. Nice roll, dude. Shelter mimic. Shelter mimic, pipe mimic, popcorn mimic, blue fruit mimic. Okay, he was just a bait for the red lizard. I'm not confident with that. Don't kill me. I almost jumped into the spear. That's a pink scavenger. We've seen a lot of interestingly colored scavengers recently. Hello, red lizard. I'm real. Yep, you definitely want to go this direction. I think I want to shelter up here for safety. This dude. Make up your mind. Any day now. Uh-huh. Yeah? Are you good? Yeah, actually, that would be cool. You know, there's a lot of animals that mimic the appearance of more dangerous ones, even though they're not dangerous themselves, but they look like a dangerous one, so other animals avoid them anyway. That should be a thing. Don't do it. Okay, made it this far. Let's look at mimic. That is something that can be rough for new players, like especially bubble fruits aren't immediately identifiable as food. I mean, maybe you try to eat them, but it doesn't work because you need to pop them first. But they don't think of that, or if they do pop, they are so hard to see that they don't notice. You don't know what you're dealing with, man. Green Lizard really just went down to go back up. Okay. I think I'll just go to Shaded, because we're already here, and there's a popcorn plant at the beginning of Shoreline. I hope a scavenger or a vulture doesn't show up and kill me. Can I snipe this? Okay, pull. Thank you, pull, for existing. People are like, Gormod is so fast because you're able to like move through one room very quickly. And you took 20 minutes to get to that point. I can go through the gate now. I have the Hazer with me. So if I enter this gate, and then the Shoreline gate, and then the Pipe Yard gate, that is 3 regions bringing the Hazer. If I needed an extra one, I could have poked my head into Chimney. Oh, and that was also a challenge. I didn't even see that. I'm like accidentally also completing a bunch of other challenges. I think that this horizontal rope was also very much possible, but you know you have to go out of your way for the dead fish, and then Chimney doesn't have any. Chimney doesn't have any scavenger merchants, so you would have to like, what would you even do? I guess you would bring pearls to Chimney and then leave, and then go to like Garbage, and then Shaded, and then you would go to Shoreline. It's just kind of a weird route, you know. And this one could have also been possible, although I thought this challenge would be too difficult, and I didn't want to go to Farmers, and I also didn't want to find a large centipede. Although I did find large centipedes in Outer Expanse. I could have just pinned one of them. So I think that there were like multiple alternatives to the route that I'm taking now. But this one just looks like the most consistent, even if it's maybe not the fastest. Because like, what if like trying to cross that toll? What if that took like 10 cycles? Because it's you also need like high karma to get through the gates, right? So you need to not only get through the gates, but also never die. If you die, you have to farm karma again. Although 50 points, I don't think would be that bad. And I could have pinned a centipede. Oh well. But actually, the route that I'm taking kind of like almost threatens a lot of other bingos. Like you may be kind of like block one, but I'm actually working on a different one than you would think. So maybe it's actually a good strategy. This guy's gonna be crushable. I missed. Also, I find it funny in some of the bingo games that I've played. I like to take the top route through Shaded, and the commentators like to point it out. Like, oh, why are they going the top route? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know, they don't sound mean about it, but it's like it's strange. It's unusual. It's like, what is unusual? I like this route. This is the route that I've been taking all the time, and also I'm like doing a speedrun where the route is specifically to go through the other path in Shaded. It's slow? Is it really? I can actually see where I'm going. There's no spitter spiders or like, there's like a pink lizard that could be dangerous. Like the only threat, or maybe scavengers. I'd rather not deal with a spitter spider in the dark where I can't see them. And I know that it is slower. Also, I think it actually is legitimately faster as Gourmands, since there's a lot of horizontal rooms. But for story percent, this is the better route. Maybe. It's more reasonable than as all the characters. Like this room, that's very fast. And this room, I mean, if the lantern don't get in the way, but... I just feel very comfortable taking this route. I think I've actually died here to Kolescapes before. Is shaded different? Not really. It's just that it, you know, this route complements their moveset a bit better. Although going up the room is pretty slow. Actually, at this point, I think the routes are the same. But keep going. Yeah. But yeah, for every character, the regions are slightly different, but the environment is only different in a few areas, like garbage wastes or I guess regions where it's specific to a certain character. But this doesn't really count though. A lot of Saint is different, of course. Bonk. Alright. I might also, well, I guess I should. This is an interesting case. I want to get the popcorn for food, but also it would be faster to just pop the popcorn and then immediately shelter to lock it in, right? I guess food isn't that bad. There's a lot of fruit in the same room. Plus there's some bubble fruit. So I'll do this. So this kind of strategy actually is kind of powerful. Or is it? Because you might think, oh, I need to block this row, but then this row suddenly becomes the more dangerous one. And getting this one is the intersection between both, so it's like the priority. Or maybe you're like, oh, that's like a really annoying challenge. I hope I can just complete these two and block it off instead. We're not crafting anything. At this point, I have no reason to craft stuff. Except for like, I'm like a bubble weed to help swim, but like I'm using a jetfish anyway. I'm gonna be going to Pipe Yard. So we'll see how that works out. I don't know if there's an aquapede. I think that the Pipe Yard, or the entrance to Sump Tunnel has been underutilized in bingo games. Especially for like bringing like a jetfish through gates, or something between like Shoreline and Pipe Yard. There's a gate right there. It's not that far away. So if you just want to bring a jetfish through gates, there's one right there, and you can just leave immediately if you want. Like, if you really need to, you could just enter submerged, leave submerged, enter subterranean, leave subterranean, enter pipe yard, leave pipe yard, and then enter, like, garbage, and bam, you've gone through 4 regions. Or 4 gates. Of course, you would need to, like, shelter every single time you go through gates, so you need a lot of food. It would take forever, but it is, you could do that. This, actually... No, you don't have to go through Sump Tunnel. You go through the gates, there's a shelter on the other side, and then you shelter there, and then you leave back to the shoreline immediately. We'll see. I think that's how the layout is. Yep, I just triggered the song from a distance. Let's try to complete the challenge this cycle. Of course, they came back immediately. Oh boy. Oh no, it's a red lizard. Nope, snail. This is the wrong way. I should have picked up that jetfish. They didn't get eaten. Oh, they're here. Hello, please donate yourself. Thank you. Is it this room? It is. I'm gonna get some height. Oh wait, I might accidentally crush the jetfish. Oh, it's on water. That was a decent enough speed boost. So yeah, like that shelter is a pretty common shelter to stay in Shoreline. And there's literally, here's pipe yard. It's right here. There's just a gate. You do have to go through a few rooms first. You'd be faster than any other character, but I don't think there's any real danger here. Maybe there's an aquapede. I hope there's not. If you enter with full food, you could just leave again. Can I? Oh shoot. Oh, Gormod is strong. Yeah. Not a problem at all. I actually forgot that there's a ladder there, so if you're like Survivor, then this doesn't work. There we go. Jetfish in the gates and Hazer. And then the shelter should be like in the next room. I think it's very close. What a funny gate. Just taking a bath. Yeah, it's on the first screen. Bye, Jetfish. You were helpful. Have fun in Pipe Yard. And there we go, that's it. 40 minutes is not that bad, considering I started in Outer Expanse. Eight Sphere Master? Yeah, Gourmand Soup. He's the food now. Okay, next character. How much time we got? I should be able to complete at least 2 more, I think. Maybe 3. We're playing Saint again. I randomized all of this in advance, by the way. I'm trying to prevent the game from breaking. Soup. I do remember that. Nope, not an expedition, stupid. Also, these loading times, do I restart the game? Okay. Immediately, this column looks possible. A few points. Oh, not stealing spears though. Glacial wasteland to farm, right? Okay, garbage to farm. That's not that bad. Actually, I don't think this is possible because there's no vulture grubs in garbage. I forgot about that. Unless there are for Saints, but most vulture grubs are gone. There's like some in Chimney. Unless I want to like, does it have to originate from garbage waste? Could I bring a vulture grub to garbage and then back? So maybe I can't do that one. This one is also not that bad. Enter garbage. Wait, where are we right now? That's good to know. Is this undergrowth? We're in undergrowth right now. I could enter garbage. There's probably some mushrooms there, and then just like squidcada and... Are there squidcadas? I should have checked this stuff more thoroughly. I think I saw this and I assumed that there were squidcadas because the challenge showed up in the first place. Can be from anywhere. Top row. Don't kill anything. Trade with scavengers. Pearl to pebbles, car flower, and then points. Honestly, more reasonable. Yeek to pipe yard. I don't think this is very reasonable. Although the rest of these are pretty easy. Like hit a creature with rocks, hit a creature with spears. This is like if you have high scavenger rep, you would just take the spears and they don't really mind. This one also isn't that bad. Except for this one. I might go for this one. Because a lot of these are like next to each other. I can just store like a lantern or something in my stomach. And end in like a silent construct. And then it's just like karma flowers and this one's basically instant. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to garbage. A lot of garbage today. And then the pearl is irrelevant. Well, I guess if I wanted to pivot to the top one, I might as well hold on to the pearl and also kickstart my scavenger. Actually, wait. There's a merchant in this region in undergrowth. I can finish that in garbage. That's actually much faster than I thought. Stop doing acrobatics. I didn't pop the bubble. I can read chat. I've been reading chat. It's just that sometimes you guys seem to be talking to yourselves, and I don't have anything to add. If you want to, or actually, I might just miss some messages. I don't know. I'm a little bit focused on the game right now, since the point of the stream is that I'm trying to rush through things as quickly as possible. I don't know why I went all the way to the tip of the pole plant where it can grab you. So yeah, I'm like very focused on the game right now, so I'm not really able to. Oh no, those guys are dangerous. That leech just jumped. Funny how dangerous snails are, but you can just pick them up and throw them away. Why, dude? I think there's a red centipede in this area. Here's the merchant. I guess I'll just give away the pearl. Yeah, I forget about it. Also, karma flower. Please don't pick it up. He picked it up. Will you give it to me? Thank you. And this grenade. Hold up. If this grenade is yeah, I'll hold on to the grenade. Although I'll need a grenade to throw the toll, but let's not worry about that. I can probably find another grenade in garbage pretty easily, or I can try to trade back the grenade once I give it to the merchant. Small centipede. Oh, okay, I thought he grabbed me. It's a ton of small centipedes. And you. I missed. That counted as hitting something? Okay. Can Saint eat neurons? Yes. I've done a bunch of experiments with Saint and neurons. Like bring in neurons to pebbles. He doesn't do anything with it. That's sad. But yeah, you can just eat moon neurons. They didn't really count. Like I think they count for monk. I always forget because it's like kind of not really relevant unless you're like trying to get one of those passages in pebbles. Actually, I think it counts for neither. I'm hoping that I can complete this in like under 20 minutes. I feel like this should actually be a really fast bingo. If I just don't die. I'm into undergrowth in at least a year. I've definitely been to undergrowth a lot, but mostly for the Saint speedrun, where you just kind of poke your head in to grab the echo and leave immediately. So I haven't really explored most of the region, but it's like similar enough to drainage to be still possible to navigate. That challenge is done. Thank you, Dropward. Usually the drops are quite annoying in this area. You just happened to give me a spear. Actually, those dropwigs that drop an item for you, they're actually easier to deal with because picking up the item makes them fall. So you have an easy way to trigger them without really putting yourself in any harm. Especially if it's a spear, just pick up the spear and then use the spear to kill the dropwig after it falls. Or if it's like a fruit or something, it's also pretty easy. Maybe it's like if it's like a grenade, it's a little bit dangerous because it could blow up. That's another one. In this case, you may want to just shelter. Actually, I don't know. I sheltered like right next to the other one. In a real game, I think I would shelter right here, or I might even like shelter here for the first cycle because this was a requirement of 1, I think. Just rush here, like stab like the kelp or some centipede or something. That would lock in 2 challenges immediately, and I already have 2 karma flowers too. Yeah, I'll shelter. I think that it kind of doesn't matter. It's easy just to call them ancients. They collectively refer to the society that built everything basically. They built the ruins, they built the iterators, they built the drills that lead to the depths. Just call them the ancients. Maybe the ancients were like way older and they only built like some like temples and stuff forever ago. And it was much later when they actually like started building stuff. Maybe that was like post Void Fluid Revolution too. That's explosive speed. Actually, Merchant is up here. Wow, this is like a very efficient route. By the way, in this room, I want to showcase something. I don't know if it's possible at Saint. There you go. I should have grabbed the pole there, but that's a nice little wall pounce you can do, because usually this takes like 2 or 3 spears to climb up. But bam. That's how you do it, with just one like rock. Hello? He actually valued that grenade so little, and my reputation is not high enough, he didn't bother giving me anything in return. Let's actually, this way is really safe since there's no DLLs at all. I think I saw a Dropwig. He's not dead. No damage. Oh, I see you. Yeah, let's just keep going. Oh, you're stuck in the water. Dropwigs are very bad swimmers. He really grabbed my spear. I thought I was moving fast enough. So I know which shelter I'm gonna stay in. Let's grab another pearl and make the scavengers happy. There you are. This guy stays here, even at Saint. Hello. Nice wall you've built out of yourself. Mind if I pass? Mind if you do anything actually? So also something I've learned about the centipedes pathfinding, they like to crawl along the floor to reach you instead of crawling along the ceiling or going across the background wall. So you can wait for them to like crawl along the floor to jump over them if you have the height for it. Oh, I'm starving. Do I grab a grenade now? Probably be the smart option to not have to get it at the start of every cycle. These lizards might be a problem. Grenade detected. This might be a bad idea. Okay, we're safe. I should be able to complete 2 more goals. Or no. Yeah, just the trade goal, bomb the toll, go find some karma flowers, and that's pretty much it. This might make scavengers a problem, but I'll try to also give them a pearl, so hopefully they don't mind too much. Although Saint really sucks at throwing stuff, so I need to make sure I actually hit the toll. I don't want to undershoot it. But see, there's some chieftain progress, so they don't mind me. Loading times are getting a bit long, so maybe I reset the game soon. Is this the right direction for the toll? I kind of forget. I think so, Is it the fastest way, maybe? Oh, so yeah, I'm not really reading chat, sorry. I see potential for a really fast bingo completion here, so I'm kind of trying to rush. I think this pole will be a good vantage point. You see how quickly it starts falling after throwing it. It doesn't really give you that much speed. So the goal now is to leave. Are there karma flowers in garbage? I actually don't know. I mean, there probably is, I just don't know the location. Just eat the centipede. Okay, well, that also works out. I actually kind of want. Well, the timer is stopped. Glacial Wasteland. There's one right there. That's pretty conveniently placed. It's also kind of cold. That's another. Let's just leave. Yeah, I like that idea. I forgot about Saints garbage being kind of awful. And, you know, the whole Miros Vulture situation. So I'll try to get underground as soon as I can. I really don't like that. I really don't like that either. I've kind of had a theory that the our view of the ancients or benefactors has kind of been distorted by the like kind of extreme, or maybe not extreme, but like just like the religious groups may have. Let's say hypothetically there's a group of very powerful. I'm just gonna call them ancients. Let's say there's a group of very powerful ancients who really believe in the whole like trying to ascend thing. Like that's their main goal. That's the one thing that they're focusing on. Since they're so powerful, they ordered the construction of the iterators, right? And they like make a tons of changes that benefit their goals. The other ancients are forced to move, or you know there was some conflict with the construction of the iterators. You know that was shaded. And since they were one who constructed the iterators, and the iterators are where we get our information from, that's all we think that the iterator or the ancients were. That this was like their main focus. But actually, it was just like this very like powerful group of ancients in particular, who basically like define our perspective. But maybe like there's like maybe like 80% of the ancients were actually like kind of against it, and eventually they were just kind of forced to ascend because there was like nothing left like support them, and like literally you know more and more ancients were ascending, so it's like, oh, I guess we're all going, or maybe it's like totally forced upon them. We definitely know that there are echoes that are saying that they didn't want to ascend, at least the Undergrowth one. Maybe that's more Downpour lore. That was a very successful cycle. Let's grab 2 more Karma Flowers in Industrial and this will be done very quickly. Buffering? Yeah, it was. Hopefully you heard what I was saying. Yeah, I really like that idea of the lore. Past civilization. I don't think they have to be too old. My assumption is that the ancients are one chunk of the cycle, or not like the cycle, but like a cycle, where it starts with the ancients, and they eventually like become more advanced with like the void fluid and iterators and all that. But then they all disappear, and eventually the iterators die out too. That is the end of the reign of the ancients, basically. After that, it's going to be, who knows, maybe the scavengers, maybe the orange lizards. That would become like the next civilization after the ancients. But that was like their whole timeline, right? From ancients to benefactors to iterators to nothing. That's when it restarts. I don't think it's like the ancients were a whole civilization that then ended, and then the ancients or the benefactors were after that. Did you just swing off of nothing? I think that they were the ancients were a continuation, or the benefactors were a continuation of the ancients, basically. Not that they were like an entirely different civilization. Once all the iterators die out, then there will be space for a new civilization. Lantern. Sure, I'll take that. Also, I should have grabbed the Karma Flower earlier. That was such a gentle stab, like little poke. It probably would have been faster to grab the other Karma Flowers other than this one. Oh well. I think that part of that is once the, or are you just referring to the subterranean echo as Saint? I kind of forget what the base game dialogue is. Like, yeah, the benefactor is built upon the ancients, and then the ancients built upon themselves with the iterators. Like, you see just how much the whole world is like stacked on top of itself. And then once the ancients are gone, it's gonna be some other civilization building on top of the ruins of the ancients and the iterators. While the void sea slowly gets away at it all. Okay, that was very fast. I could have routed that slightly more efficiently. I pretty much did everything correctly there, I think. The next character is Spearmaster. Okay. Please don't break. Oh yeah, I was gonna restart the game. Seems like the loading times in-game aren't really that bad. Paste, and let's go. I want to complete 2 more bingos at least. 3 would be great. If they're all the same speed as that last one, but you know, that kind of, everything kind of worked out. This is the Pipe Shelter on the left side, which is kind of a cursed. Kind of not a fan. Or a lot of people aren't a fan of the shelter. I don't actually mind it that much. I'm seeing a bingo already. This bottom row. I mean, there's Lillipucks in this room. Noodleflies are like in outskirts. And mushrooms. And scavengers. Let's go for that. Try to get the Lillipuck challenge and then head to industrial and... Although, can I find spiders? That's my main question here. Spearmaster Pipe Yard. Are there spiders here? Actually doesn't look like it. That's kind of surprising. Do I have to poke my head into shaded then? Yeah, no spiders in Pipe Yard. That's kind of annoying. Are there any in industrial? So I have to head to shaded. That's actually kind of rough, but I think it's still the most reasonable. I guess I could look at the other ones a little bit more. This diagonal wouldn't be that bad if these weren't so far apart. I have to go to sub and exterior. I think I'll go for the bottom row. I just need to carry one of these Lillipucks all the way to shaded. But I don't think this shelter is that bad. It's honestly like far away enough from all of the annoying spots in Pipe Yard. You just need to go up a few rooms and you're already in industrial, basically. You know, I should probably just be using normal spears. So the biggest problem right now is that I can only hold one item until I make it faded. Oh, hi. That's mine. And of course the incredible quantity of lizards. That is a big part of it too. I like the challenge of 30 spears. Like I set the number really high just because it'd probably be really easy to get anyway. You could probably set it to like 200 spears and it would still be like reasonably balanced. Especially since you can hit the same lizard like 100 times. That's not true. Like 30 times. This is where the Spearmaster is the strongest. Just camp out on the side of the room and throw a bunch of spears. This is peak Spearmaster right now. Although they're all grouping up around my lily puck. Actually, I think I can find some in this room, right? Yeah, I just didn't need to worry about that one. Actually, it's kind of nice that I'm a Spearmaster and I can't accidentally eat the lily puck. It's going to stay dangerous until I make it to shaded. Good job. Also, thank you. Okay, I remember where I am. We're right next to industrial. Actually, not really right next to, but we're like within the pretty close. We're close to industrial. There's this game called Webbed. Yeah, you play as a little spider. It's really cool. Yeah, I think it also has like semi-procedural animation. And you can like swing around with string. And the game crashed. Okay, it was gonna happen eventually. Hopefully it's saved. Although Webbed is more of like a platforming game than a like survival game. Like you're actually very powerful considering how much you can move around and like trap things with your webs. I'm kind of worried that this did not save because it crashed before I really like sheltered. Okay, thank you. But the stream is still working. Do let me know if there's any problems. And I missed, but popcorn right here. Which is another challenge, but I'm not gonna worry about that. From here, I'm not actually sure which way to go. Is it like the top? Oh no, I know where I am there. There's also mushrooms. Collecting mushrooms is part of the challenge too. I might go for those. Yeah, I will. Right here. So let's just drop off. Delay puck. I will return with 2 mushrooms and hopefully not die with cyan. Or scavengers. I think there's a challenge to not give stuff to scavengers, but we're not gonna worry about that. Which is kind of a cruel challenge. That's like one of the main like benefits of Spearmaster. You can befriend the scavengers pretty well. Your reputation also starts really low though, so it's kind of hard to get it going. So at this point, I'm in danger of cyans, but I haven't seen any creatures yet. Wow, am I on easy mode or something? Where's like 20 cyans and a king vulture in this room? I totally thought that would summon one. The cool thing about this is that I don't even do shelter. I can just throw them in and bam, challenge is complete. I can just head to industrial. Although if I see scavengers, I'm gonna turn back. I think we're safe. Saint is the meteor. No way, I just realized I'm holding onto a lily puck that I need to kill a spider with. But if I miss if I miss and I hit something else, then it won't. It'll break. Which means I only have 1 shot. Actually, it's not a huge deal. I don't think you can break the lily puck by hitting the terrain, so as long as there aren't any other creatures involved, I can throw it at a spider as many times as I need to. Although if it doesn't kill the spider, it should though. I think it does normal spear damage. I forget if this is even the way that I want to go. I guess so. Actually, yeah. Because this kind of leads to shaded. No dropwigs. There's like 1,000 spider or centipedes in this room. Oh, are there also lily bucks? Right, all the way back. Well, that's like on the other side of the region, so I'd rather use the one that I already have, of course. Good job. Slowly stabbing more creatures and spears. Got 15 out of 30. This is a nice song. One shot, like the video game. Just want a little bit of extra food. I think I'm done stabbing stuff for a bit. Just try to get through here peacefully. No, what? I was just trapped instantaneously. Okay. Also, I really should have sheltered. I forgot that this was my last shelter. Oh, I could just rush the shade, but yeah, centipedes. Well. Also, this is not that shelter. This is even further back, actually. I'm surprised at how quickly that. Like, I don't know if the type flash and I could have reacted, or if it literally just showed up instantly and I couldn't do anything about it. So like, just within like half a second, suddenly I'm just like, here's a centipede. Oh great. Oh great. Even better. Playing Spearmaster? Yes, I am playing Spearmaster. It was the randomizer's decision. So I have to juggle these. It's another. I think there's like a bat fly or something in the tunnel, and that's what the centipede shocked instantly. I think I could have done something, but I didn't want to throw away my lily puck. No lizard. Small one. That's why I cleared this guy up. I don't want to fight you while I'm carrying my stuff, but also, are you just gonna run away? Oh, did I already get enough food? Huh. That's kind of surprising. Where's the mushroom? This is the actual threat. The blue lizard evolved. Oh, I ate them. I didn't eat the mushroom because it was not a real spear. Thank you. Mechanic that is usually not very relevant. If I just created that spear, then I would have eaten the mushroom. Now there's very much a real chance of scavengers taking my stuff. I don't know if they would take with the lily puck. Probably not. Well, it does. It might count as a spear. And they'll just pick it up normally. But I don't think I've ever seen a scavenger hold a lily puck. Yeah, there they are. There's the cyan. Please eat the scavengers. Or please distract the scavengers. They're going into the shelter. I need that shelter. Hey, at least they're not seeing me. Oh, that guy sees me. What an awful scenario. Oh, grab him. Dude. You're supposed to grab the scavengers so that I can save the scavenger from you. And they'll be my friends. I think they're crippled now. Oh no, they have a great chance at fighting me. Yes. He grabbed my... Okay, I'm sorry, dude. Did he not break it? Oops, okay, well, we're fighting him now. He stabbed him with the lily puck, but he didn't break it. Gab of death. Oh, it's all over? Yeah. Why did there have to be scavengers there? Why did I have to die in industrial? To a centipede jump scare. Washed. Yeah. Yeah, at least there's a popcorn right here. But yeah, that is already most of the food that I need. If I just go really fast, I can just not worry about stream lagging. My stream has been lagging the whole time. I've dropped 3,855 frames. So it would not be surprising. If that hit the cyan, nope, I'm not real. I don't exist. You have nothing to worry about. It's all in your mind. Actually, I don't think the stream is lagging at the moment. Also, I have a feeling I'm not going to complete 3 bingos. Maybe not even 2. I don't know. If I can get 2 shaded, I think we're just going to go pretty well. Because the rest of the challenges are like in industrial, or they're in like outskirts. Yeah. Also, I should have tried to steal a spear from those scavengers. Because there's a little trick you can do where you grab a spear and immediately stab them with that spear that you picked up. So that way you kill the scavenger and you get the spear stab. Or you steal the spear. I sure hope there's no armies of scavengers in this room. Yeah, the other mushroom is here. Wow, isn't that great? So yeah, I should have just sheltered here from the beginning. Considering that I'm also a scavenger, or I'm not a scavenger, I'm spear master, and I can shelter twice in a row without needing to get food. Trim. Scavs. They have slightly negative reputation. I don't think Riv went out of their way to kill the scavengers. I think it just kind of happened. I think Riv is a bit of a troublemaker. They just kind of go around and do stuff. Maybe that involves like a heart transplant between massive supercomputers, or maybe it's like stealing stuff from the scavengers. You know, there's so many like. Here's the bright blue scavenger of death again. Can I steal your guys' spear? See, that's it. That like made progress on like 4 different challenges at once. We're just gonna have to deal with the scavengers now, but I think that's fine. I can deal with that. It's nice to get the challenge out of the way at least, if I can shelter. No food from that scavenger though, so I need to stab like 1 more thing. Surely it won't be that bad. Just always saw stowaway ones. I find it funny how rare stowaways are for some people. I feel like I've seen like 100 stowaways. Go to subterranean and look at the ceiling, and you will find at least like 2. There's some in outer expanse. There's some in like undergrowth. There's sometimes one in the gutter for Riv, I think. Hey guys. He didn't see me. I think I could fight them. I think I don't want to lower my reputation too much for them to send kill squads. Okay, well now that's kind of looking like a more appealing option. I don't think they want to go down this way. So I'm safe here. Never mind. Okay, he didn't immediately want to kill me. Or maybe he tried to. Yeah, go down. Not this down. Maybe they don't hit me. I killed one in pipe yard, but this is industrial, so maybe slightly higher rep from the distance. I did not die. Okay. Did that guy just show up for like half a second? Time to stay in the useless shelter. Is this dropper gonna hang out right in front of this pipe? No, actually. And that blue lizard didn't enter the... That spear almost bounced all the way back to me. There we go. Okay, this is going a lot slower than it should have been, but it's still not horrible. Also Karma Flower. That would have made everything a lot better. Okay, we've kind of stabilized a little bit. I just need to make it to shaded. There may be a bunch of centipedes on the way. See, 2 objectives already. Isn't that a lot of progress? There's a chance of scavengers being like right here. Which should just be great. Okay. This might be a kill squad. Hit a drop egg too, why not? So we've officially declared war with the scavengers. No turning back now. If he sniped me through that tunnel, I think it could have happened. He almost thought about doing it. Hello, welcome to the stream. Emotional support, Lilypug. It's got an important mission to fulfill, you know. My gosh, do I have to find them in every single possible location? Also, was that a king vulture? Also, this guy's still in my way. And now there's another one. Leave. Centipede, that's a small one. Okay, how about you kill all the scavengers for me? Okay, it's working. Why did I fall down? Oh, because the scavenger entered the room. He pushed me. There you go. And I just need to push through this one. It's going great. No, oh great. Okay. It's not too hard to kill this guy. Okay, it's become harder. Wow, I literally stabbed him like half a second before he shocked me. Surprised that didn't make him release me for at least that second. And also that he managed to pull me down into the next fight immediately. I was like gonna prepare a second spear. Okay. And the scavengers are back once again. Dude, he's still alive. It's amazing how in some scenarios, on some like not even cycles, just like some games even, it's just like, oh wait, time to send 10,000 scavengers to your location, constantly. Is it just like kill squads are that good at moving with you? Is it even kill squads? Is it just random wandering scavengers that just happen to be where I am? I'm not sure what it is. Well, at least there's no scavengers here. Still going to be a centipede. If it's the large one, that's a king. Yep, he's back. If I could stealth my way through this whole room, that'd be wonderful. Almost catching up to me. Okay, it's possible. I actually want to get attention of this guy. Yeah, come down here. That went way better. Also, yeah, karma, not great. I lost the flower. The evil character. It's been rough. I've been carrying around this Lillipuck everywhere. I need to stab a spider. There's surprisingly no spiders in Pipe Yard. I would have thought that there's at least one down in the dark area. Gotta go to Chimney. Honestly, Chimney, well, I don't know. What chimney's been better? There's like a spider somewhere in there. Probably spitter spiders though, more than regular spiders. It shouldn't be that bad to find a regular spider in Shaded, right? It's not like they've all been replaced with something horrible. What is this? A centipede? No, I mean, it's scavenger is what I meant to say, but there he is. Fine. Just remember that I'm not the guy who can do these constantly. I should have sheltered twice. Actually, I can't. Beat a spider to worm grass. Apparently, there's an option to kill a creature with a death pit. That's like one of the challenges. I just have not seen it in a real game yet. Also, there's Lillipucks in Shaded, but they're all the way by the kelp, so would that be faster? Maybe. Kill a Mirror Spurred by Death Pit. I can also grab a Karma Flower on my way. Or there should be like a Karma Flower and a spider in the same room. Let's check the map to be safe, but I'm pretty confident. Shaded. There's actually... Okay, there's like 10,000 Golescopedes, but there's also the regular wolf spiders, so it shouldn't be... I hope that it does enough damage to kill them. Assuming, or considering that Saint can kill spiders in one hit, I'm assuming that a Lillipuck can also do that. I don't know if the character's damage affects Lillipucks at all. Like, does Hunter deal more damage to the Lillipuck than Monk? Or maybe the Lillipuck has a damage buff for Monk. 0.8 always. That should still be enough for a spider, yeah. And if not, I can stab him with a spear right afterwards and it should still get the kill credit. If you want to kill a creature with a bomb, it can be a little bit difficult because bombs don't actually do that much damage. And it's very much dependent on how close they are to the explosion. What you can do is hit them with an explosive spear first, and then a bomb. And the explosive will definitely, or the explosive spear will definitely kill them. And the bomb will add the credit. It's actually higher for Monk. That's funny. Yay. Thank you for being in a convenient spot. Considering the challenges that I have left, I think a passage is the best option here. Actually, I probably should have been using passages. I did use the passage once. But I might as well use them just even though I'm only traversing like one region. I'm gonna have to shelter in Shaded anyway. So I might as well also travel back to Industrial. I'm gonna do that. Also, it kind of hurts to see that Lillipuck sitting over there and leaving it behind. Like, it's a sacred object, you know? But I don't need it anymore. Also, this could absolutely be like 100. This could literally be hit creatures with 100 spears, and it would be like a reasonable challenge at that point. Also, this bingo started, it started in the Pipe Yard shelter on like the... I always forget the controls here. Grab the shelter. But it started in like the far left shelter of Pipe Yard. Kind of down in that water area. Get out of the pipe, dude. Almost gonna also complete the Karma Flower. Oh, too high. crazy if you're an industrial. I could finish the bingo on this cycle. It's very risky though. So there's these 2 noodlefly eggs that are in outskirts that are pretty close to a shelter, but also that shelter is very dangerous because there's like some kelp and some lizards and a red lizard and maybe king vulture and maybe centipedes and maybe a second red lizard actually. So if I was carrying 2 noodlefly eggs, I can't carry a spear. They will eat the eggs. Yeah, I guess that's a possibility. If you leave a noodlefly egg in a shelter, does it hatch even if you don't sleep in that shelter? Like, leave the egg in the shelter. Go to another shelter, sleep there. And then come back. Is the egg still there? Or I have the noodleflies hatched. I already have enough food. I shouldn't have done the spear. Yeah, they would probably just leave the shelter, but I don't know if they would hatch in the first place. Good job. I think I'm going to be very careful with these. Kill all the creatures first, and then bring the eggs. I don't know what that guy was doing. Do I also kill the green? I could injure them. You're not dead. Oh, good job. Surely you run away. Yeah. Okay, the next room might be dangerous. It probably won't be. You don't really get close enough to the kelp. Also, there could still be like a weird lizard spawn. Also, that weird thing happened where I held both eggs in like the same exact position, so it looked like I was only holding one. Or this. Sometimes this really sad and unfortunate thing happens where a king vulture shows up and kills you like in half a second. And it's like, oh, what was I supposed to do about that? And I've seen it happen to some people in bingo games. It's like so tragic. Just 1 second they're doing fine, they've completed some challenges, they're heading to a shelter, and then 3 seconds later they're dead to a king vulture. A skill issue, clearly. I did not see the time. Actually, I can just look at the stream. That was 36 minutes. Honestly, better than I thought. I thought that after dying in Industrial... Yeah, I died in Industrial and got sent back to Pipe Yard. Not even by the gates. And that took a while to get back to that position. Even then, that was still decently fast. Next character is Monk. Yes. Quite a nice change of pace. Hopefully this one is like 20 minutes. It didn't crash. Paste the board and let's go. Are we in farm raise? Yeah, we're in this shelter. Bottom row looks reasonable-ish. These are some interesting challenges. So bottom row requires Noodlefly eggs are kind of hard to get. As monk, you pretty much need to go to farmers. Then this requires going all the way to shoreline and shaded. And then the scavenger merchant trade, so possible, but like kind of not great. This diagonal also looks not bad. Still have to go to shoreline, but I mean the rest of them aren't that bad. I mean this is in shoreline, so shoreline, chimney, or like industrial, and then pretty much anywhere. The only problem is that I'm in farmers, so I'm kind of far away from all of that. None of the other challenges seem that appealing. This board is very dense with like kind of annoying challenges. I think we just go for that diagonal. Not for monk. I think monk might have like monk has very few Noodlefly eggs. I think there might be only in farmers and like maybe like one random one in industrial. I'm not sure. Even that I'm like not very confident about. At this position, I actually don't know what's the fastest path. Like, I could go to Sky Islands and then Chimney, or I could go to Outskirts and then... Oh, that's not that bad. I'll probably just go to Outskirts. I think that if the starting location was like in any other region, it would be a little bit, or maybe not sub, or like Outer Expanse, of course, but it was not, like Farmraise is not an ideal location, but the challenges aren't that bad. Thank you for seeing. See, it's easier just to say Ancients. I thought that Overseer was a Karma Flower for a second. Also, this might be like the slowest deer ever. Kind of forgot how to walk. Or maybe they're very old. You know, I'm not entirely sure it lines up with the whole like cycle thing, but it'd be pretty cool if you could tell like a creature's age. Like you kind of can with the centipedes, right? Like I think we assume that the large centipedes are just like older versions of the same baby centipedes, right? And maybe if they've survived for a really long time, they become red centipedes. And sometimes you find lizards that are like really tiny. It's kind of funny when you see those, but you never see a creature that's like really old and like less capable than other creatures in the same species. Hazer here, by the way, if there was a Hazer challenge. Yeah, I think that me grabbing onto him actually made him not want to keep going. It's fine, it's fine. This row also isn't that bad. Industrial Chimney. I could do this right now. This is probably the worst one because I have to go like to Shaded and Subterranean and then get the Leviathan probably in. Well, actually not in Subterranean because there's no Jetfish there. So sure, yeah, too many places to go to. I missed. I counted as hitting 2 things. Beehives might be the least used item in the whole game. Because you need to hit a beehive with a Spore Puff and then like pick it up and throw it at something. Like it's not something that you just kind of stumble across. bat nips. I mean, I used bat flips when I was like starting the game. You find them in outskirts, you figure out what they do, like, oh, they attract bat flies. That's easy. That's a good way to get food. I don't know if I'm the only one. Did anyone else here also use like bat nips? At least a little bit. Oh, great. Why does this happen so often? Use bat nips all the time? I'm gonna shelter here, even though it's unnecessary. Or do I? You know, I'm monk. I can take risks. And by risks, I mean it's just not that difficult. I can just kind of run. And I can probably make it to a shelter in like industrial if I wanted to on this cycle. I think... Okay, I have a plan. I also probably shouldn't be eating the popcorn because I need to eat bat flies. But that will happen naturally. I'll just need to remember to not eat fruit and stuff. So here's the strategy. I'm going to... Actually, let's give a bunch of pearls to the scavengers. Yeah, dude. So I'm going to go to industrial. I'm going to grab a grenade and store it in the shelter at the top of chimney, or like close to the chimney gates. Are you blind? Yeah. Go to chimney, go to the echo, passage back to industrial, since I will have the shelter to activate the echo. And then bring the, or maybe I'll just throw the bomb at a lizard. I mean, this will just happen eventually, you know. I kind of want to shelter with it just so that I can do multiple attempts. But it shouldn't be that hard. There's like so many white lizards. And you just need to hit them with the explosion. Not playing risky at all. This song is a bit late. I'm gonna do a funny here. Okay, they weren't dead yet, so it didn't work, but I still made it across somehow. So yeah, just rush to industrial. Nothing else to do here. Any karma flower challenges? Nope. And I know a place to hunt bat flies. Creature pounce. It's called creature fling. You can pick up a dead creature and then jump and throw at the same time, and you get sent crazy far. Especially do like a backflip or a slide pounce at the same time. You get some good distance. I hope there's not a vulture. You know what? Let's just shelter. Hopefully by 10 minutes, I'll finish this bingo. I don't know though. I'll have to get all the way to shoreline and chimney. I don't think there's a bingo here that doesn't require a lot of travel. Especially starting in farm areas. So I need to shelter twice to eat all the bat flies that I need. I'll probably... Just Batflies and Shaded, I think I don't need to worry too much about that. But I know that if I go up a few rooms, there's, actually, I might as well go up right here. No, I almost made it back up. That's the first time anyone's ever pinned a spear in that location. Yeah, holding a spider in, like, Subterranean, you can go so fast. You fool. You fell for my trap. Actually, I just kind of went around you. Oh, that guy also fall. Yep. I really didn't grab that guy. Batflies acquired. Unfortunately, you can't store Batflies in a shelter, so... Let's get that next, that goal. Let's actually... Well, what is Karma looking like? Karma is looking great. I can just go to Shaded. Or go to the shelter before Shaded. Definitely not taking any stupid risks. Nah, I wouldn't do that. I don't care about that. You missed so bad. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't think very properly about this. Okay, we're going back. This guy did not eat the... Still very chill though. We have to go down this way. Oh, that is done. At least I remembered where it was. Because, right, I need to go down this way to grab the bomb first. I should have done that first. Once again, another minor routing mistake that I do all the time. I was thinking about this earlier. Can Monk demask a vulture with an explosive spear? Because normally Monk doesn't do enough damage. You need to deal at least 1 damage, right? So Monk doesn't deal, they deal like 0.62, like almost 1 damage. So not quite enough. They can never demask a vulture on their own, but explosive spear does a lot of damage, right? Does that also count? Or does it not really count as a spear hit because it's an explosive that does it's the explosion that does the damage? So I don't know if that's capable of demasking them. You can still get a mask, definitely. So I think that vultures will demask each other. Maybe. Actually, am I making that up? I know red lizards can demask vultures, but there's no red lizards, are there? So maybe you'd have to be a scavenger. Well, let's say you kill the... Because you know that once you kill a vulture, the mass collision goes away. So what if you kill a vulture and then you hit their head with the explosive spear? Would that work? I have a feeling that it wouldn't. Yeah, I need to go this way. No. That's better. Any white lizard is in danger of me. That's a karma. So let's shelter here. And if I see a white lizard, they're gonna blow up. Also, this is definitely gonna take a while. I have to get all the way to the Chimney Echo and then all the way to Shoreline, so. Shouldn't take that long, but I think this will be the last bingo that I complete today. Actually, it definitely will be. And I might complete the Batfly challenge now, if I find any. That's an egg bug. It's funny, all the lizards are replaced with egg bugs for Monk. Well, not all of them, but like a decent amount. And you're a blue. Pasha Leviathan, I don't want to do that one. It's a little, oops. Thank you, map opening. That's my fault. Actually, I think it's really difficult as Monk because there's like only a single Leviathan in the entirety of Shoreline. Am I thinking of another character? I think it's Monk. There's only like one Leviathan. You have to like just wait in one room and just waiting for it to show up. And there is one in Subterranean, but there's no Jetfish there, which makes the dodge much more difficult. Did not do that correctly. Here's some Batflies. Oh, there's a ton of Batflies. Sometimes you can just stand on one of the nests and they just kind of pop out into your hands. It's a lot of fun to do that. Actually, it isn't really, but it's kind of funny when it happens. Sorry about the camera here. It's like the worst place to be on this camera transition. No white lizard yet. There's definitely white lizards up on the wall if I wanted to go there. I really don't find one, but there should be one like in the next room, or maybe next 2 rooms. Surely there's at least one white lizard in this whole area. I have not checked the map. I think there also is one in Industrial, I just haven't seen it. Is that it? As much Batflies. Also, I love that wall pounce. I just want to say that. Because it means that you don't need to carry experience to this room to do it the fast way. You can always just do a really fast option. I don't know if it actually is as fast. There might be some random like wall pounce alternative, but it's like a really fast option that is really easy to do. It's relatively easy to do. You might mess up the initial spacing of it. Okay, still no white lizard. I'm just gonna check the map. Monk, Chimney Canopy. There should be one at the top of the region, and also in a room that I've already passed, which is interesting. How about Industrial? Yeah, there's supposed to be one there. Maybe I could probably get it on my way back You know, I'll just keep going up. If I see a white lizard up in this room, that's great. Otherwise, I should be able to pass effect. Was that a... That's a scavenger. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Oh, good job. Hello. There you go. Oh, there's 2 of them. Don't fall. Thank you. And also, me, don't fall. That I'm included. That's funny. I finally found a white lizard and there's 2 of them. So yeah, I think that the way it works is that you actually need... The explosion is what counts for like hitting them. The actual physical grenade does not actually count. But okay, I don't know if anyone knows this. Does the grenade itself deal damage, even if it doesn't explode? Or, I guess the instant before it explodes on like initial collision, does that deal damage? Echo music? Yeah, that's just the not in-game music, just a playlist I like to have. Because there was this weird interaction in a bingo where I tried to hit a grapple worm with a grenade, but it did not count. And I theorized that because it was a direct impact, the grenade itself was killing the grapple worm before the explosion could kill it, so I didn't get credit. Although that might have just been some random bug with bingo mode. How Spore Puff works. And Spore Puff, of course, does no damage unless it's a insect type creature. You know, I just kind of realized the Spore Puffs dealing damage to some creatures suggests some sort of similarity between a lot of them, right? Like maybe there is some sort of greater like categorization of creatures. If you include all the creatures that are killed by Spore Puffs, they all have to be similar in some way, right? Bugs breathe differently? Yes, but also it's Rain World, so I don't think you can just directly apply the same logic. Maybe that is the difference that connects all like insect-like creatures in Rain World. They breathe differently, and thus they are affected by the Spore Puff. However, it manages to kill them, you know. But also, insects are like, in Rain World, they're like the same size as normal creatures. Like red centipedes, red spiders, they're huge. They're like comparable to like the large lizards. Unless there's like a lot of like, unless Rain World is very like oxygen dense. I'm supposed to die now. Yes. The pole climb, fast pole climbing as Riv is possible, but it's like it's very difficult to maintain. It's like much easier to do a single like boost up a pole with like the regrab, but then it's like it's you can't really do a second one. I think it's close to frame perfect. Yeah, it could have nothing to do with their breathing. It's just a poison, but it's like a very targeted poison. So we're basically just rushing to Shoreline now. Nice, I get to take the shaded route again. unless like spore puffs are much more like widely, like they're like some sort of poison that targets a lot of different species, or it targets a single thing that is common across all these different types of creatures, which is interesting considering that they're all, and it's, well, I guess that's the answer, right? They're descendants of some herpes organism. So who knows why the ancients needed some sort of insect. This is the wrong pipe. Maybe the ancients created some sort of, or they took some sort of like insect-like species and they changed it into a bunch of different ways, like spiders and centipedes and whatever. And that's why they're all vulnerable to it. So I was thinking, like, what prevents the... Because I assume the ancients / benefactors are totally capable of just creating a creature from scratch. If they really needed to, they could basically program, like, it's like a programming language, you know, they could just, like, create a creature just out of nothing. They don't even need, like, a reference or, like, a template or something. In which case, there's not a huge reason why, you know, I'll take this path. Like, there's no reason for creatures to be similar to each other. They can always just create a new creature from scratch that is not similar in any significant way to all the other ones that they've created. But maybe they were like, yeah, let's create like a template and then make a bunch of copies of it based on whatever we need specifically. That'd probably be more efficient. Or it's like that one difference between all of these, or that one difference that makes all these like specific creatures similar to each other that lets them survive. And that's maybe, you know, they were playing creatures that were purpose organisms that just ended up not really being capable of surviving on their own, so we don't see them anymore. That spear almost hit me. I don't love the scavengers. You can only see their eyes. They're very expressive. Iterator Whalefall. That's basically Silent Construct, you know, we already have that. The heat from the, or like some leftover heat from the structure is what brings so many creatures to that region. Submerged, yeah, that too. I don't think there's anything that's really that threatening to me. So I'm just gonna rush for the pearl right now. Grab a jetfish, just head over there. Yeah, it's actually kind of... Maybe this is because Pebbles is a newer model, but if Moon runs out of all of her neurons, or if you eat all the neurons, she's like completely gone. But and that's even after being revived by a hunter, right? But then Pebbles is no neurons at all, and he's still like able to talk at least. And there's also like rot in his room, in like his chamber. There's like rot on the walls and stuff. So he like had to deal with that for a while. Pebbles eated his neurons. Got hungry. I'll take you with me. Oh. I heard that someone did this, but I didn't actually see how they did it. I assumed that it was like with a wall bounce like this, and then you somehow jump up to the... Also this tunnel at the bottom makes that difficult. I almost got it the earlier tries. Moon's cloak bingo. That would be actually pretty cool. I'm surprised that's not already a thing. You do have to go all the way to the other side of Submerged, which is very difficult. You really have to know your way around the region. So maybe that's not why it's like too complicated for most players who haven't like already practiced it in advance. Yeah, like maybe there should be more like difficult challenges. If it's like at the very center of the board, it's like quite a big motivation to try to complete it, even though it's quite out of the way. And you get a cloak for the rest of the game. So I mean, it's pretty sick, right? Second time grabbing this pearl. Don't care about it though. Depending on cycle length, I may shelter here. Maybe. I mean, since I already have food and I can just grab dead fish on the way out, probably. Yeah, like 2 minutes left. This is the most convenient shelter. The jetfish should still be here. I kind of want to see if I can do the hand swap push with a jellyfish and the jetfish, which is kind of annoying because I need to somehow get them both into the same area. So I don't think I can just do it with a jetfish that's swinging around like this. I can't bring him into pipes. Oh, there you go. Alright, stay right here and Please don't move. And he moved. Okay, keep the jellyfish here. Grab the jetfish. They both have fish in their name, but they're very different from each other. No, don't do that. Did that do it correctly? I don't think so. There we go. Oh, am I gonna keep shocking the jetfish? Is that gonna happen? Oh right, Monk can't do that. Monk can barely do this. Actually, no, it should be fine. Unless I get turned around like that. Please. Okay, I'll try to do it like this. Maybe with enough speed. Maybe this is bad, yeah. Oh, you almost made it. Okay, you know what? Let's try this. Jellyfish out there. Then grab the he's running away. Okay, you know what? Whatever. Let's just go. Spending way too long on this. I should have brought the jellyfish out, like, onto this platform first. Hello, welcome back. We're almost done with the last challenge here. I just need to go zap a spider a few times. We already have that. That's called a hazer. Not very significant creature. As in, it might as well be an item. Actually, it is an item. It's like spawned in the same way that like blue fruit and stuff are. Instead of like coming out of a den. I'm still a bit disappointed by the giant jellyfish. They might as well also just be an item because they just sit there and shock you if you like get close to them. Like they're an environmental hazard. They're like the slug zappers and the iterators, you know. What about slightly smaller jellyfish, like the size of like a blue lizard, and they just kind of float around, in like the big open areas of shoreline, or maybe like the big open rooms of a submerged. They just kind of float around, like bump into things. Maybe they wouldn't even be dangerous, honestly. Like if you've ever seen those videos of people swimming through lakes just full of jellyfish, but they're just completely harmless. Like that'd be really neat. But of course, everything has to be a predator in this game. I could honestly complete this challenge like now. Yeah, I'll try it. There's like a good amount of time left. You know the pursued burden in expeditions, where you're being chased by a red centipede. That challenge was always disappointing. So when you think of like a challenge where you're constantly being chased by something, like what could it be? You know, what is this creature? And it's always a red lizard. I don't know. It feels a bit, or not a red lizard. It's a centipede. Like it's a bit underwhelming. I thought of an idea of like a rot-infested lizard, where it basically acts like a lizard that's like very agile and dangerous, kind of like a slightly weaker version of a red lizard. But also, it would have tentacles that it could use to climb walls, so it would be like much more maneuverable than a regular lizard. So it could actually chase you through like every environment. Or something like a noodlefly, because if you've ever been chased by a noodlefly, they are crazy. They never give up. They will chase you all the way across the entire region. So if it was also, honestly, replacing the red centipede with like with an immortal noodlefly, that would be like more dangerous. Because most of the time you don't even see the centipede; it's too busy killing everything else in the region. But noodleflies, they're targeted. They only will go for their target, which would be you always, and they can fly, so they're actually faster. But there we go. That's 6, I believe. Yeah, 6 bingos completed, which is 2 every hour. So yeah, 30 minutes on average. Although the Saints game was like super fast. That went very well. A few deaths here and there that could have been faster. So maybe I could have completed 7, but I probably will do this more often. I think I might stream this same thing pretty soon. So yeah. I may not be interacting with chat all that much, but I appreciate that you guys are like enjoy talking to each other just as much, you know. Like the other day I was doing the stream speedrunning Monk, and I wasn't saying anything. I was just focusing on the game, and you guys were still chatting so much. I would like the stream is like the most boring stream possible, and it was still very active. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. See ya.